Hello, I'm Raleigh Ritchie. I'm Raleigh Ritchie. I am Raleigh Ritchie.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back to
Oh,
Raleigh Ritchie Radio. This is a fan podcast where I'm not reading the script this time, so where we dissect and analyze and listen to Raleigh Ritchie's music discography. Um, this week we have some more Raleigh Ritchie 3 news to discuss. I'm Kam.
I'm Alesha.
So let's just get into it. We'll be back
Yeah.
with a normal episode. We have one recorded for You're a Man Now Boy that I still have to edit, but it will be back soon. So you'll be getting a lot of content from us in these next few weeks. We've been noticed by the man, the myth, the legend himself, Jacob Anderson, aka Raleigh Ritchie, for this
Yeah.
podcast, which is really exciting. Yeah, I don't know. He was on
Wow.
Twitter yesterday, and we had a clip from last week's, I guess, episode talking about theories for Raleigh Ritchie 3. And we edited a clip of us like jokingly, being like, right. But before,
Yeah.
we had been kind of making fun of, sure,
Yeah.
the album's gonna come out in 2025. You've said this before. But then he said he promised, and we doubled down, we
Mm-hmm.
apologized. We believe you now. I want to
Yeah.
be
We do. We
clear.
do. Yep. Thumbs up. We do. We do.
We believe you.
We do.
Um, and we had tweeted at him the clip again and was like, so any updates?
Please.
And he replied, I'm gonna pull up the reply. So yeah, our video was consider this our formal apology to Jacob Anderson for not believing him when he said RR3 was coming in 2025. Alesha, I think you quote tweeted it and tagged him and said, we apologize, but we want some more updates, pretty please. And he replied, there are still 30 plus weeks left of 2025, but we're closer to the end than the start with a house emoji. P.S. I'm too shy to listen to the podcast, but I see you and I appreciate you and thank you. Let me know when you run out of things to talk about. Now I'm disappearing again. And he put it
Yeah.
somebody running really fast. So that was very
Yeah.
fun. And then he followed us on the
He
podcast
did. He
as
did.
well. And he followed Alesha. He had
He
not done that yet.
did. He
So
did.
we want to kind of dissect the top half because I think
Yeah.
that's like, okay, like this is what we do on this podcast. If you're new
We do.
here,
Mm-hmm.
we overanalyze everything.
We do.
So
Yeah.
we will be doing that. But the bottom half, the PS, I'm too shy to listen to the podcast. First off, you're the cutest boy in the world, and I can say that because you're
Literally.
not listening to this. Um,
Yeah, so true. We can say what we want.
so cute. But I see you and I appreciate you and thank you. I think that's very sweet because
That's so sweet.
we put a lot of work into this. I don't know if
Mm.
people realize it, but it's like a lot of prep ahead of time, understanding the context, researching what
Mm-hmm.
he said about songs, um, like putting together an episode outline and then organizing like what we want to talk about, and then editing and socials for all of it. Like it takes up a good amount of time. So it's like
Mm.
just to feel validation from someone who, and it's not like we started this, I think, because we both like one-on-one, like love to talk about Raleigh Ritchie and
Yeah.
his music anyways. And then
Mm-hmm.
we were like, how can we help spread the agenda, the Raleigh Ritchie
Yeah.
agenda? And also, I don't think there's been really a space where Raleigh Ritchie fans specifically can talk about his music. I think that's a pretty relatively new thing. There's definitely been fans of him before, but I don't think
Mm.
there's been a community in the same sense. And that's
Agreed.
something that, like starting a actual Twitter community and creating this was all an attempt to bring Raleigh Ritchie fans together more. I think there's definitely Jacob fans from his TV
Yeah.
shows, but music fans specifically needed more of a, like needed to connect more. And that's where the podcast came from. And it just came from like our love for talking about his music. And I think he is so, it's kind of underrated, an underrated part of his career. And
Mm-hmm.
he's really like, he's very talented and very like acclaimed in what he does. And I know that there are other similar music podcasts for other musicians. And it just was like, let's do it. Like,
Why? Yeah. Why not him?
yeah. And it's been fun for me too to like learn from you, who's like in the UK and has been a fan for so many years. And then to like put my research brain on and all of my
Yeah.
a lot
I
of
was
time
about
doing
to
Jacob archives. So nice to
say.
put that to work. We just want him to feel appreciated and
Yeah.
know like how much his music is, I don't know, valued. Like keep making
Mm-hmm.
it king. So it was really sweet. I think the Yeah, I see you. I appreciate you and thank you. It was very lovely to hear. And then let me know when you're out of things to talk about. Like you can come on whenever you want, King. The
Yeah,
door's
so
open.
true. Like, I mean, we'll never run out of things to talk about, so it's just whenever you want to come on.
I don't think we're gonna run out of stuff. Yeah, maybe we'll run out of songs, but we'll be able to keep talking. We'll
Exactly.
go line by line. Like
Exactly.
I don't see
We'll
that
analyze
happening.
literally, we'll annotate every single song, every lyric. Don't worry, we'll find something. So just whenever you're ready, bestie,
Yeah.
like the door's open.
Yeah, yeah. But also I'm like, if we like, should we speed through this quicker so then like the
I mean,
album will come
literally,
out faster? We're like, we ran out of things to talk about. You need to drop new music.
I was thinking that as well. I can't
You'd
lie.
read his discography. Like
Literally,
the GIF he posted is going to be us going through these next few. We need to schedule an episode every week. Like,
literally, yes. No sleep, no sleep. But yeah, no. Thank you very much for the message. That it was
it was very
literally,
sweet.
yeah.
It meant a
Thank
lot.
you.
Um,
And like, we're just doing it. Like, I know Cam's already said it, but just because we appreciate you and you're doing amazing and your music's amazing. Take your time. We're not actually pressuring you, by the way,
well,
but a little bit. But we do, yeah, we appreciate you as much as you appreciate what we're doing right now. And we won't be able to do it. And we wouldn't have met if it weren't because of you. So thank you very much. Like,
yeah, we met because of his music and
exactly.
yeah, very, very fun. I hope, I mean, maybe this is like a selfish thing, but I do hope the podcast like is helping new fans get into his music. I do hear that occasionally where especially like fans from other stuff where it's like,
Yeah.
where do I start? Like I do hope we are kind of helping to
Mm.
promote it in addition to just having a space for fans to connect. It's very nice when people message us and are like, I loved this
Yeah.
episode, or I didn't think about that. So
It
very
is
sweet.
nice. And like
Yeah.
when we did the like listening parties, which I think we should do another one soon, but
Yeah, we used to, if people aren't familiar, we
yeah.
used to do, there's these, and we still do them. It's just we're busy girls, but there's these
Yeah.
things called listening parties on Station Head, and it's like brings fans together to all listen to an album together. So we've done that for Dead, Andy, You're a Man Now Boy. We've done it for a few, but we haven't in a little bit, but happy to, yeah, definitely bring that back. I'm sure we'll bring
Yeah.
it back for Raleigh Ritchie 3, and
Oh,
probably for
perfect.
Andy's birthday in June, probably. But yeah, that's actually kind of where this started because we would
Yeah.
hop on the mic there and talk about the songs. And now
And
here
people
we
were like
are.
listening to them for the first time. Like it was, I think,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm hoping like the viewers do enjoy what we're doing and like enjoy listening to new songs that they might not have listened to before,
Yeah.
finding new music, finding out what we think about it, maybe making them think other things about it. Like, I don't know. I'm just, yeah,
Yeah.
I like it here.
It's fun. We have a lot of fun doing it too, which
We
helps a
do.
lot, I think. Like,
Yeah.
even if we didn't have listeners, I think we would do this anyways. And yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into it. Let's get into our
Okay.
theories. So,
Yeah.
his first, we said any more updates. I think
Yes.
I'm giving the context of our quote, like the original tweet,
Yeah.
because I'm thinking maybe his reply was in reply to that, like the video
Yeah.
a little bit
Yeah.
too, because it is like us kind of making fun of like it's 2025, like where's the album? And he's kind of like,
Yeah.
bro, there's still 30 weeks, 30 plus weeks. There's 38 to be exact. I did do the research.
Oh.
Yeah, I think his reply was in context to our original thing, kind of making fun
Mm.
of the fact that we're like, where is the album? It's 2025. But then I also think it's him providing us a little bit of an update. I think he might
Yeah.
be being a little cryptic with it. I think definitely with the
Me too.
emoji. The emoji feels very cryptic to me. Maybe not the text, but like again, he said there are still 30 plus weeks left of 2025. So I think he's being like,
A
calm
little
down.
bit sassy as well. Can we just
He's being a little
yeah.
sass, yeah. And also, to be fair, like our roasting is informed on
Yeah.
like research of the fact that
Yeah.
he always says, "Oh, it's coming next year," and then it doesn't. About all of his past
Exactly.
albums, he's done this. So
We're
it's
just
not
we
like we're
just
just making like it wasn't from
yeah.
nowhere. Like,
Exactly.
bro, you have a bad track record.
Exactly. Like we're just trying to keep you on track. Like we're
Yeah,
trying to make sure that we do
yeah.
get something at some
And I
point
believe
this
him
year.
now. I do believe him.
Yeah, me too,
I
me
feel
too.
humbled. I've accepted that we were wrong,
Yeah.
but it's
Yeah,
just
like Raleigh Ritchie is in full force. Like obviously I know Jacob, like it's his account,
yeah,
but Raleigh Ritchie he seems to be tweeting a lot about him. I know it's the same
yeah,
person, but you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like
yeah. Good point. The two
he's
times in a week
very
he's been
yeah,
on, he's given
in
us
a
an
week.
update. Yeah.
Like we've actually I thought we'd like not hear from him for like a month.
I did think like maybe we'd get an update in May. I thought we'd
Yeah.
maybe get an update in April, but how he's talking here now, I'm like, I don't think he would be teasing this much if there was like official
Yeah.
news coming soon.
Yeah.
I'm still holding out the idea that maybe he'll release something before filming for Interview with the Vampire this summer.
Yeah, I
But
hope so.
I also
I,
think I've have calmed. He has calmed me a little bit.
Oh,
I've
yeah,
been
I'm
a bit more
calm.
patient. Anyways, I think the first half of the thing before the comment is him being like, calm down, be
Yeah.
patient.
It's
Still got some
fine.
time to go.
Yeah,
But
we're nearly there.
we're getting there.
Mm,
And he says, but we're closer to the end than the start. Now, I've had two
yeah.
people, or I've had heard two theories from multiple people of them
Okay.
trying to be like, is he saying we're closer to releasing the album near the end of the year than the start? Or is he
Okay.
saying we're closer to being done with the album than we are like we're almost to the finish line? Like,
I feel like it's the
I think it's
second
that.
one.
Yeah, I
I
think
do
he's
as
saying
well.
we're
I
closer to
think it's
being
like,
done with the album than we are at like
hmm
being closer to the beginning.
yeah.
But I also am like, I could see it being two meanings at the same
Yeah, I get it.
time.
I didn't see it in the first one actually. Like that's a good way of seeing
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Because I'm sticking with my September 26th theory. I think it is a
Hmm
strong theory. It's a Friday. If
I do
anything,
think it's a good one.
it's on mic recorded, and I think I should like win a prize if I'm right. I definitely think it means that the album is almost done, which we already kind
Yeah.
of theorized too, with
hmm
his artwork being potentially teased. We're assuming that was artwork that would come near the end of the process. I do kind of feel like, maybe they're putting up the finishing touches, but I sort of see, as somebody who does not work in the music industry or knows how an album works at all, I sort of see them being in like the getting ready for like, yeah, like the artwork, like the aesthetic things, like the promotion
Mm.
of it, the marketing of it. I'm like, does he have a music video filmed? We haven't talked about music videos at
Mm.
all yet either, but
We haven't.
it feels like the like concept or like the marketing of it is maybe where
Mm.
it's at now. Maybe a little bit still happening with the music, but Chris Loco was cooking, that last week or so in the studio. So there could be some little things here and there, but I feel like it's really close. Like I feel
I
like
do
it's
as well. It's in like touching distance. In touching distance. But yeah, I think they're still doing the album, but I think it's nearly there. Final tweaks, maybe. See what order it needs to go in, maybe.
yeah.
Um, Again, music videos though. Do you think do you think how many do you think we're gonna get? Do you think we're just gonna get the one? Do you not think we're gonna get any?
I really
How?
hope we at least get one music video. This was something
Mm,
we had not talked about last episode, and a few people had kind of messaged about it. And
yeah.
I mean, he had Time in a Tree, which came out a little bit earlier, and I think was still sort of with Sony. And then Aristocrats, I feel like he kind of just, I mean, he did with the group that distributed the album, but I feel like it was kind of his own thing. And then we
Mm,
haven't had a music video in that sense since. I mean, we've had like his animation type music
yeah.
videos, and then we had like his like visualizer quick things, which also I'm like, you must have had more photos from that photo shoot in the spacesuits.
I
You can
think.
release those whenever, but whatever. Like you rented that? Share with the class. So I do think I'm hopeful that, if it's going to be a big year for RR3, I think a music video at least is a part of that. I do like the theory
Mm,
of like it would be cool if it was like a full visual concept thing. I don't know. That's like a lot of time though. Like I feel like
it
that would
is.
be we're already impressed that he's releasing an album, so then to have like
Yeah.
a visual coming up with it would be crazy. But I kind of like the idea of how we were talking about last time of like this whole Astro School thing. He really leans into the space stuff a lot, but hasn't had like that be like a theme or look
Yeah.
on an
Yeah.
album. And I'm still leaning towards the space idea. And then but
I
he used
agree.
this like house emoji. And I don't know.
Mm,
I think that's something there because that is such a random emoji to use. We're asking for
yeah.
an update. I think he's teasing us with something with that
Yeah.
like, and I don't know
Unless
how
it just
it works
means
in
like
a
they're
theme.
nearly, yeah, unless they mean like they're nearly at the end destination. I don't know.
Okay,
And
yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah. Like
like the
that's
house.
yeah,
But I
that's the
don't know. It is
destination. That could be
random.
something. I just
It
feel
is
like it's
random.
a very interesting thing.
Emoji.
Little interesting emoji to use, and
He
I'm
does love
keeping
his
my eye on
emojis.
it. I don't know what it could mean. Maybe it means nothing, but
Yeah. Maybe
I'm
yeah, keep it there.
in the back of our
Just
minds.
just keep it there. But I don't know. Hmm.
Yeah, I
Check
think
out.
it's fun too. Like both of his past albums have very much been like this, like growing up thing, like
Mm,
and You're a Man Now Boy. So it could be interesting if Raleigh Ritchie 3, like that's the title of it now, becomes like something. I think that's gonna still be like a part of it, just because that's such a part of his music, like lyrically. But for like
mm,
a theme or something, if it went a little bit different. And I also just feel like the concept of what an album is now has changed so much since
Mm,
like since his first one, which had like the most like support behind it, like financially and just like distribution and everything. And then Andy had like the pandemic, so that was kind of its own weird
yeah,
flux. So I think there's a lot of potential for this to be, I don't know,
the
something
album.
different, something
I feel
cool.
like I think it's gonna be like the album. I don't know what I'm expecting from it, but I
Mhm.
do feel like the time's gone into it. The I don't know. It just depends, like what, like you say, what is he actually going to talk about? Because it, like Andy's kind of saying, "I've grown," but then it's not grown more. Like, has he grown more? I don't know. I'm intrigued.
But I think I hope it'll be really joyful. The artwork was really fun and colorful. We talked about the artwork on the last episode, but again, kind of thinking about it as like like Northern Lights or like a space
Yeah,
thing. We were kind of making those connections. Yeah, if you haven't listened to our R3 video, RR3 Theories video, go listen to that because we go into stuff a lot there on when
mm,
we think the album will be released and the artwork. But music videos, yeah, I'm really hoping we'll at least get one. We did put out a question to other people
we
to kind
do.
of hear what they were thinking. Alex Curly Yonsei asked about music videos. So yeah, I think one for sure. If he's nice to us, I wouldn't be surprised if I support the idea of like a full visual thing, but I don't know if that's realistic, just within the time
Mm,
frame. Likelihood of a tour, if so, ideal preferred cities. I don't think a tour is realistic. I'm
no,
sorry.
not this year.
He's a busy boy. Yeah, not this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, let the album.
If anything, I'd say shows. Either like I think you said before, like festivals, or just like the odd one again, like I did last
Yeah,
year.
and I
But
think even festivals, like he'd be announced already. So I think that's out of
mm,
the question.
yeah, so
But I do
true.
think like maybe a pop-up show, like an album release party type thing could be fun, a listening party
Yeah,
type thing. He's done that kind of in the past, so that would be really cool. To do something before it dropped, especially if he does have like a video. He did like the
yeah,
Bloodsport music videos at Prince Charles Cinema in the past. So it'd be cool if there was like a partnership like that.
yeah,
But yeah, I agree. Maybe like a one-off thing. But
yeah.
I could see, maybe like he's a busy guy, but I think if a tour, I mean, if the album releases in September and he's done filming Interview with the Vampire, like I don't know,
Maybe.
like a winter tour, like
Yeah,
early 2026, like
yeah. I think
spring
early
2026,
2026
that could be
finishing.
fun.
Mm,
In between, like after season three's out, I guess. But
yeah.
I don't know. He's like got two kids too, so I wouldn't blame him if
He's
he
a
does.
busy boy.
Um, Alex also asked about the house emoji, so we're keeping our eyes. We're
Yeah, we
considering.
don't really know.
Trudy asked, "Do you think we're closer to the end than the start? Could be a new song lyric." I don't think so. I think it's just
No.
it is a beautiful I like the way he writes. I think it's like poetic in a sense, but
Yeah.
I don't think he's being that cryptic. I think maybe the house emoji is
No.
being a little cryptic, but I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
feel like he just. I just feel like he just means we're
Yeah,
close to the
I think
end.
it's
Like we're
pretty
getting
straight
there,
up.
guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
think
just.
we're closer to
Yeah.
the end of the album than the start. He's almost there.
Yeah. I think.
I still like, I'm like, give me a little bit more. Give me a date. I'm
Please.
begging you. Kirsten said
Oh.
for merch, the youth of America love Raleigh Ritchie merch. What are the vibes? So I know she teaches and a lot of the kids love the
Ah.
merch that they wear. Yeah, I think I really like the idea of more concept, like partner merch. Like he did, I'm gonna
Yeah.
put the name, but the Mura guy, really colorful
Oh
flower
yeah.
merch. I also love the Astro School kind of logo. So personally, I'm really into that like themed
Yeah.
like
Mm.
thing rather than just like a logo. So it would be really fun if he amped that up with whatever concept this album is. I keep thinking of Harry's house too because of the house
Yeah.
emoji, but I think they also had a really cool like merch related to that. So there's a lot of I think there's a lot he could do even with his past albums, even with like Andy to
Yeah.
like this like growing up concept thing or like life progression. So he does good merch. I like his
I
merch.
think he was great merch. Someone put May said um that they're curious to know if the album will have any
Mm.
features or any artists linked to its producers. That's a good question. Do you? Because obviously Andy didn't have any, did it?
Andy did not have
And
any features, right?
You're a Man Now Boy only had the one.
I will say,
So
like, Andy did have, after the fact, they did do the Shut the
mm,
Fuck Up duet version
mm,
with Elsa E. Elmar, and it's a beautiful. I love
it is
that.
beautiful.
And I love that she like did the child photo too. I would love something more like that, but
Mm.
yeah, he's not had a lot of features
It's,
in the past. Um,
no,
he works obviously with Chris Loco, who works with several musicians. Grades too is a really well-known producer that he's worked with and works with other artists too. So I don't think it's unlikely that there could be, like I love to push the Ray agenda. She
Mm.
is in the studio, but and opened for him on tour before.
Mhm.
But there are other like artists that he's definitely has connections with that could do it. But I think he's just very much like, especially if
Himself.
he is kind of more independent now, like there's not as much pressure for a feature. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think he's interested in like, going viral or whatever in that sense. But we should make a TikTok dance for one of his songs. We'll do that for him. Yeah. Like time
Absolutely.
and tree, like getting down. But I think, yeah, it's hard to say.
Yeah, it's hard because we don't really know the concept either. Like,
Yeah.
it could be literally like a whole dance album, and yeah, he's getting all these like DJs on it.
Personally, like I love the the female vocals with
Yeah.
STFU. I don't really need like a rap line, I think.
Mm,
Like, because he can kind of do that himself if he wants to.
yeah.
Like,
I
not
agree.
necessarily like rap, but very similar.
If he did one, I'm not against it, but like,
And I trust him to know
mm,
when it makes sense to do it or not.
definitely.
Yeah. I think he also like, we had talked about the falsetto and I Can Change. He was going to have someone do that and then he decided not to. And I'm glad he
Mm,
decided not to. I think
mm.
it works so much better because he didn't. So, I don't want him to make a bad decision, I guess,
Yeah,
or get rid of something lovely like that because we love it. So,
real. It
yeah, I think that's pretty much our thoughts. That's our theories. I don't know. Like you said, every day is a day closer to R3.
is. We just need to think positively, and even if it doesn't end up being this year, which it will,
It
but
will be this year.
just in
Again,
case,
apologize again.
yeah, we do apologize. Yeah, this is our formal apology. Like again, but
And I,
we will keep asking.
yeah, yeah. For people who are just listening to this for the first time, go back, listen to our old episodes. But
Mhm.
something we've talked about too is like having a little fan corner with questions, theories. So always feel free to DM us or add us if you have things you'd like us to share our thoughts on. We might not have, I mean, we're literally just fans theorizing stuff, but we have some, I don't know, a little bit more Riley Ritchie knowledge, I would say, than other people,
Maybe.
just because of our dive into things that he said and just understanding of
Yeah.
his career, I guess. But we're nothing special. Um,
Oh,
yeah, but
that's perfect.
we're really enjoying doing this and hoping people are
Yeah.
enjoying listening, hoping
Yeah.
Riley Ritchie feels the love. Always putting that out there that if he has anyone who he needs to come talk to about the third album, we can clear our schedule.
Yeah, we can do it whenever.
Yeah, I'll
Again, the
come to London.
door.
I'll do it in person. I don't give a fuck.
Yep. Oh,
Yeah, I'm
it might.
sorry if we get that. Yeah, that's without
Okay.
question. I mean, if he has
Put it out
anything in London, am planning on going.
there.
But I will
Right.
also take any excuse to go to London, like
Real.
I
Okay.
guess I have to go. I went over for Time Stalker last year, like so I can watch it
Exactly.
in theaters. Like
Right. Okay. So, Raleigh Ritchie, if you happen to listen to this one, please book
yeah.
something soon. We need something. We need to talk
Yeah,
about this.
so a little bit of a heads up so I can book my
Oh
flight.
yeah, please.
But
I'm in the middle
but
of that. I feel I'm like I need to get down there. I don't live anywhere near London, so I need please.
right. Yeah, because where are you at or how far are you?
Um, like 4 hours.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But yeah, I'll get a train now. I'll be there. I'll be there.
This is the
Whatever.
important stuff that you get to
Yeah.
hear us discuss on the podcast is transportation logistics.
Good.
I mean, we're much more chill today. We were losing our minds yesterday, but we love Raleigh Ritchie. It's
We
very
do.
nice to feel, yeah, appreciated,
Yeah.
supported. Thanks. I think he has been someone whose music has touched us very greatly.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't know, it's very lovely. And I think also kind of reinvigorates us to keep wanting to do this work. I know we have stuff planned for his birthday coming up. We've started thinking of ideas for promotions with the album. So
Yeah.
have a lot of fun
Amazing.
things for fans to engage with too. We've already
Yeah.
kind of done, we did like the Christmas giveaway and listening parties, but really trying to definitely bring that back and get more fans even more hyped for new
Yeah.
music as we get updates too. Um,
There's a
Yeah.
lot of things to look forward to.
Yeah, lots of things to look forward to. I mean, I just also think of like how much, yeah, in a week. I mean, we've gotten very little bites, little nice pieces, not like a big meal of info,
Oh
but
no.
stuff to keep us going. And I think exactly what you said of like he's been more active and like even just talking about it so much
Mm.
more, even in the little bits that he has, but in interviews and on Instagram too. So it's just like, okay, like this is like real,
Mm.
this is happening, which is really cool.
Yeah, he seems very proud of whatever the hell we're gonna get.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited.
He's hard at work at it. I feel like maybe we'll get a tease in May. I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
not say April anymore because I feel like I think if like an official announcement would come, he would not be like feel the need to be like something's come like
Oh,
to reply to
yeah,
us, I
yeah,
guess. So I'm still sticking with May. I think
yeah.
so. I don't know. It would be a long summer otherwise. So
Yeah, we'll see.
it'd be a lonely summer. Anyone know that, Riley?
We do.
Can't wait to discuss that one. Yeah, so I hope we get May 28th is my birthday. So if he wants to give me a gift on that day,
That's a great present.
that would be a great present.
It was.
Okay, well, thank you guys for listening. We'll be back with more on You're a Man Now Boy in our next episode. Sorry, this episode was kind of chaotic, but thank you for being here. Thank you for listening.
Thank you.
Raleigh Ritchie, we love you.
We
Bye.
do.